Tonight we have Clemson traveling to the Swamp to take on Florida, another ranked match with 12 versus 8. Clemson obviously missed out in the playoffs last season. Florida was bounced in the first round by Pittsburgh, and I am joined by Twist and Blake. Also, he'll be here every once in a while, but
he'll just pop in.
yeah, he's on the sideline. We'll go to him if he's ready. We'll see.
Yep.
He had a pretty bad game, so he's pretty angry. But Clemson.
You don't say, fellas.
Clemson.
Hey, there he is.
We'll start the game, and we are underway in Gainesville. Shipley will return it. I don't know what happened. I don't know why we're unfull screened.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, someone's got a mouse.
I wasn't doing anything.
Neither was
That's crazy. Anyway, Clemson obviously destroyed Oregon State in the Arizona Bowl to cap off a disappointing season, 5-3 in the regular season, but missed the playoffs. Facing Florida, who was also 5-3 in the regular season, but lost last two games in the SEC title and in the playoffs as DJ Uiagalelei is starting for Clemson. And Clemson is going to have a huge run and take it to the 40-yard line, 34 yards on the first play of the game.
My goodness. I would need a pause too.
Wow.
But it actually looks like it's
and just like that, Cade Klubnik's in the game.
Disrespect.
40-yard run, and he's getting pulled instantly.
Might be the most controversial sub I've ever seen after a seemingly 80-yard run, but
it is interesting, to say the least.
Well, while we're waiting on them to do their little roster changes and such, I want to point out the fact, a couple things. I mean, Florida looks really crisp tonight. I don't know if it's anything that you had your hand in, but that uniform combination he's wearing tonight looks real good. And something that I do know you had your hand in is the on-field logo for this Gulf Coast Conference is so crisp. That looks so good.
I appreciate that. It took me some time. Anyway, Clemson.
Hey, I didn't mean to get you all clamped up, buddy. I just,
Anyway, Nagata, 12 yards, and another first down for Clemson. They were moving the ball right away. Nothing different than from last season. Offense was great. Anyway, Klubnik now the quarterback, as he was last season. Back to pass, rolls out right side. Looking down the field, throws it away. Nothing down the field. Great coverage by Florida.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to run the same stick concept there twice. Got him the first time for a nice gain, so he figured to go right back to it. Saw a different look, so he had to throw that one away.
Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, for those that don't know, the Mississippi State user, R-Squared, requested that I put Mike Leach on the field. And MT got to play on it last night, so he popped in and said it looks good. I haven't actually got to see it, as Clemson had Shipley free left side. There was no one on him. Klubnik did not see him, and it's 3rd and 2 now for Clemson.
A lot of times you see that quarterback swap happen when they get a little gassed. You don't want to fumble the ball away in a clutch situation like a 3rd and 2 here. Ready to score.
Yes, 3rd and 2. DJ is back in the game. Ball is at the 21-yard line, I believe. This is
a player lock situation. Wonderful.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's on player lock.
Accidental, I'm sure.
I think you realized. I need to change those profiles so they can't do it anymore. Anyway, DJ's back to pass and overthrows him.
With a wide open man on the corner on the left side.
He might have.
Yeah, you might have had a better angle on that down there from the field. Blake, what did you see on that play?
Guys, y'all are asking the wrong guy. Did y'all just see my previous performance?
Florida is in field goal block. Clemson's not in a field goal formation. They're going for it. I think Florida audibled out. Klubnik's back to pass, fires on a stop
Beautiful
route to Collins and 11 yards for a first down for Clemson.
Yeah, Gage goes to the air raid concept. When he gets in a situation where he needs yards, he feels most comfortable passing the ball. Picked up a wide open, 5, 6, 7 yards there when he only needed 2. So great play call there.
Twist, I do see what you're talking about. I do believe those helmets are new and the latest CR4R update. But yeah, they do look good.
Oh man, yeah, it was the first thing I noticed.
Klubnik under center, handoff to Shipley up the middle, and Shipley barrel his way into the end zone. Clemson touchdown, and we are having some changes.
I think he might be trying to change his MBS.
All right,
yep.
so no,
Hey,
other
we're in a little
way,
crispy.
other way.
No, he wants it to look better.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
I didn't see any high pings down there anyway. I think we're okay.
I think we're good. We'll see. All right, we are good. Blake, you have a question from the chat. It is, how can one man be so beautiful but have such a bad eyesight? That is from MT. What is
Look,
your
guys, still trying to soak this in right now. I'll have further comment on the previous game here in a moment.
Yeah, okay. Florida returns it to about the 20-yard line. They get the first possession of season 6, and Florida says they run the triple option, but it's not really the triple option because they still have more passing touchdowns than rushing. They might line up in the formation, but they don't really ever run the ball.
Yeah, no, they definitely just try and create matchups. They run a little bit of the triple option stuff, but they definitely don't use it as a scheme.
Xander's handoff up the middle gets 6 yards, and Florida's and we are a little lag. I think that's just on my ends. Nothing too big, nothing terrible, but it is 2nd and 4 now for Florida.
Yeah, what Florida does more so than an option game is he kind of runs a run and shoot. Under center, quick passes, scrambles. As we see a triple option there.
The traditional triple option gets 10 yards. Maybe Jets should go to that more this season. Not a lot of people. If you know how to run it correctly, it's decently hard to stop. I mean, there's ways to stop it, but when there's 3 options, you can only do so much on the defense.
Yeah, and when you play in a league, like this, when you've got 30-plus coaches, and it sometimes can be an equalizer if you have a new offense or something that people don't see very often, or even a defense that people don't see very often. It can be an equalizer for you.
2nd and 8 out for Florida. I think all 3 runs, they have yet to pass the ball. Ball is around the 32-yard line of Florida. They stayed in the same formation. Xander's right behind them, both running backs to each side, just outside the offensive line. Richardson back to pass for the first time all season, and it is tipped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 now for Florida.
This is a big down here for Florida.
Yes, it is.
They want to get this picked up and move down the field here. They don't want to give the ball right back to Clemson and have them score again.
Unless they get it to right at the 40-yard line, it's 4th and inches, they cannot go for it. Should they fail to convert on 3rd down? 3rd and 8 now for Florida, making change up the line. Richardson back to pass, and he's going to immediately take off. And will get tackled short, and it's 4th and 6 for Florida, and they will have the punt it back to Clemson.
That was no doubt a pre-planned scramble trying to get the first down on his feet there, no doubt.
Yep. Crawshaw will kick it away, and Clemson has no one back to return. Shipley now is going back. Maybe they're expecting a fake on the play. It's taking a long time to snap the ball, and I do think Florida was in a fake.
Interesting.
I'm noticing Coach Jet has some lightsabers on that back wall. I might have to borrow one of them on Coach Mason here soon.
Oh. Maybe you should use it on your quarterback.
It's also a good idea.
Shipley returns it for about 14 yards. Blake, okay, we need to ask this question. I mean, I feel like your punter should get some reps at QB1.
Look. I've been sitting here thinking, and I can only think of one thing, and it comes from the great Vince Lombardi. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. So expect to see the Baylor Bears come out swinging next year.
Next year. All right. 1st and 10 for Clemson, looking to go up 2 scores. Klubnik is back to pass the screen. Shipley gets it, has blocks. Shipley has a lot of blocks and gets about to just short of midfield, 14 yards, and another first down for Clemson. And Jed making some coaching changes. You can't do that, Gage, but you can do big run.
Just so if you aren't aware, we have rules in this league where you cannot use conservative catch. It would have been quite an interesting move for our commissioner to use.
Yeah. Would have been something anyway. Klubnik giving changes at the line now is back to pass. Rolls out right side, has nothing down the field. It's going to take off instead. Tackle from behind for only 2 yards.
And again, we see the stick concept. Seems like Gage had a game plan going into this with hitting that, but so far that's 2 stops for Florida there on that concept. So good job on Jets' part there.
2nd and 8, ball at the 49. Florida's bringing some pressure, it looks like. They do. It is a blitz, and it gets through a little bit, but nothing gets to the quarterback. It only gets another 2 yards. 3rd and 6 now for Clemson.
Yeah, so far we've seen a lot of high-pressure defense out of Florida. It'd be interesting to see if that comes back to bite them anytime soon. It looks like Gage is maybe looking over top now.
3rd and 6 for Clemson. Has to get a yard to go for it. Pace in motion. Lines up right outside. You right tackle. 5 wide formation for Clemson. No one in the backfield. Klubnik's back to pass. A couple of crossing routes. Fires on the corner and is intercepted. Had a man wide open across the middle. Did not see him. And Florida gets a stop and an interception.
So are we going to talk about this, guys?
I don't know. I mean, how interceptions are insane now.
Well, it was more in my game operator error, and also that was a well-covered play. But it does seem to be a lot more interceptions happening, which is actually a good thing because we've seen in our previous games so many dropped.
Yeah, I think that was a big issue that a lot of people had with the game. I think that a lot of people even said, hey, if it weren't for these drop picks, this game would feel almost perfect. So it looks like maybe, and I think that we even got confirmation from somebody in our Discord that Revamped had made that adjustment. So as we see a huge play here.
Shorter is free behind the defense, and he will get in the end zone. Florida strikes back just like that, 65 yards. We have a tie game.
Just a beautiful flood concept there. Rolled out to his right, avoided the pressure, and just waited for his guy to break open into that zone.
And Slayer, you're correct, but I mean, as bad as it hurt me, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it changes a lot of games in last season because we've had so many talks about wide open dropped interceptions.
Well, it's like, I played my game last night, and I had 2 picks, but, USC still dropped a lot. So, I think it's hit or miss. Now, I have no idea what USC's covered, stats are. Obviously, in real life, defense is not great. Neither is Oklahoma's. So
wow, look at that opened
Shipley
up nicely.
Is free, and Shipley might take it all. No, shoestring tackle at the 41-yard line. A great return for Clemson, and they're set up to score again.
Guys, we need to be sure there's not a clipping call on the field. I'm checking the field. Okay, no clipping call. Seems like a lot luckier than me tonight.
Clemson at the 41-yard line. We have I think it's going to be a pause. Florida looks like he's texting something.
Oof.
Klubnik's back to pass. Is going to fire to Nagata. Is incomplete. I don't know if you guys are getting it, but I'm getting a little stuttering.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and drop that down. It's a little bit jittery.
Anyway, 2nd and 10 now. 3 seconds left in the first quarter. This will be the last play. Going back to the interception thing. I will say the 2 people that picked off for me last night were, I think, OU's highest rated defenders in the game. So it would make sense. I have no idea about USC's defense and who I threw to that picked it off. Half the time I didn't even go after it. They made a little swat down animation. So, but anyway, Klubnik back to pass. Last play of the first quarter, fires in the middle of Hill. There's a drop interception. Great play by the defender, but it is dropped. It's 3rd and 10 now for Clemson.
I think Sneak has been making some some sneaky remarks lately in the chat, especially during our game. And now I think he's trying to get someone to acknowledge his existence, which I will. Sneak, you were one of the most underrated teams in this league and starting to prove yourself.
And I thought it was a nice move, honestly, and very chivalrous to invite your lady on stream with you. I thought that was very nice.
Klubnik on a comeback route fires to Williams. 16-yard and a first down for Clemson on.
I mean, that might be a new, fad, a new thing that happens. We might see more females get involved with the stream, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I thought that was really nice of him to bring her along, and unfortunately, I think he lost that game, didn't he?
He did. That was.
So that's so far 0-1. That's okay. It's a start.
Collins fires over the middle and catches it. Brings it up to the 5, and Clemson's in jeopardy of taking a lead back, 14-7.
What's up, Bama Blake?
It's gonna be a handoff. Shipley up the middle. Shipley breaks a tackle, but can't break a second. Only 1 yard on the play, up to the 4.
If I'm not mistaken, Bama Blake in the chat has a very good Toledo series going on right now.
I do believe so.
Yeah, I think he's got pretty consistent amount of people following that on his Facebook.
Shipley just short of the
group.
goal line. At the 1, 3rd and goal now for Clemson.
Well,
Klubnik with a QB sneak up the middle, and it is now a 14-7 game.
I'm open to all criticism that's going to head my way, but if we are going to critique, Sneak does need to learn how to sneak.
Yeah, I would love to get an interview with that guy after that game.
Definitely excited, though, to see Syracuse's next few games in this league and how well he's going to do, especially going toe-to-toe with Texas.
No kidding. A proven, dominant player in our league. And Sneak had a great start. I think his first season, what was he, Minnesota?
He was.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good year with Minnesota, as good as you could, and then he moved to Syracuse. He just jumped out to a bang. I mean, had the game won. Honestly, he could have scored like 3 times, but he just didn't want to waste, or give too much time, to the other opponent. But
yeah,
goodness, frustrating how that one ended for him for sure.
I didn't get to watch very much of that because my brother was playing at the same time. But when I turned it on and saw that Syracuse is winning, I was like, whoa.
Yep.
It was interesting.
Yeah, that Eastern Conference, man, it's a tough one.
Lingard only gets 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 now for Florida. It's going to be a play action. Richardson rolling out, fires over the middle to, I don't know, Henderson. He gets 20 yards. Whoa, this is...
Yeah, this honestly is probably one of the worst connections we've seen since we've started doing this.
Yeah, the gauge, yeah. It's really interesting.
Honestly,
sure after this game, we might switch toward Gage is actually streaming this, not me.
Okay.
Because at least the game will be better quality. Anyway, Richardson.
Oof.
A pitch and goes basically nowhere. Only gets 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 for Florida.
Now, the coach in me wants to tell that running back to keep his pitch relationship in the proper location because he was immediately behind the quarterback there. So when Richardson pitched it, it went directly behind him, losing yards. If he's out to the left a little bit, that might go for a little more yards there. But we can't coach these AI guys, I guess.
That's true. Lingard gets 3 yards. 3rd and 5 now for Florida. And
any thoughts on your upcoming game, Twist?
I'm really excited. I have never played Coach Howell before, besides just like 2v2 stuff. So seems like a really.
Oh yeah, it is Coach Howell. Yeah, I'm excited to see how he's going to play and how he's going to position himself in this league.
Yeah, it's a out of conference game, but it's a big one. It's a home opener for me, and We're gonna debut some new crispy chrome helmets for y'all. So
Is it a day game?
Gerald hooked me up with.
Are you playing in daytime? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 12:30 game.
Cause,
I know.
yeah. And
I wouldn't wear them at nighttime. What happened there?
Delay a game for Florida backs them up 5 yards.
Well, Jet, you got to stop listening to me talk, and you got to play the game, buddy. You know? Unfortunate penalty there. Backs them up 3rd and 10 now. It's a big.
Yeah, it is a big penalty.
It's a big play.
Back to 3rd and 10. Back to pass for Richardson. Fires right side. It is almost intercepted, but it's dropped. But Florida will have to put it away.
Just saying, Auburn picks that ball off.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Just the way that game was going was.
I think they're still picking balls off.
Yeah,
I think they are. I can't get them out of my damn field.
I mean, there was a point where I think you threw 4 straight interceptions on 4 passes. Like,
Yes,
there
yes.
was no, and I think 3 of them were pick sixes.
Oh my God! Is he
two
gonna
of
call
them, I
another
think.
one?
Did he have a fake?
I think that's 2 timeouts because Gage guessed his fake.
It's going to be a
That's
short
funny.
punt, and I can't even see the return man. It's so grainy, but Shipley's going to return it and gets outside
boy.
the
Oh,
up to the
boy.
45. Makes the
Oh.
man miss. Breaks a tackle. He's gone. 20,
He's
20,
gone.
15, 10, 5 touchdown.
Young man Rumble.
Will
He
Shipley
flipped
breaks
that.
7 tackles and takes it to the house. What a play. And Clemson, just like that, extended the lead to 2 scores.
And I'm getting paged in by the producers over at SportsCenter to clip that right there
Yes.
because they will be
Someone clip
introducing that in the
Someone
top
clip-
10.
Someone clip that and put it in a. Do we have a channel? Do we have a game highlights channel?
You know what we need? That's exactly what we need to do. Blake just said it, and that's what we talked about beforehand, as we know, about doing a little bit of that media stuff. Having a top 10 would be so
Oh,
sick to have like.
I will make
it's
it. I
coming.
will do a top 10 plays each week if we do it.
I think that's necessary.
I will stream like every. Uh-oh.
And he did-
Oh my
Lingard
God.
might be taking one back. He breaks a couple tackles. Oh, he gets caught from behind. But
He had the
it's a
chance.
team at 30.
Florida saying, what you can do, I can almost do better.
Wow.
Puts himself in good scoring position, though. Here we go, fellas.
They're not letting us talk about our ideas, but it's okay. Ball inside the 30-yard line. Florida trying to answer back on a huge play for Clemson. I do believe Florida gets the ball to start the second half. So, one score game is huge for them. Richardson, a triple option. Goes backwards.
Oh, my
But goes
God.
forward. He breaks a
Breaks
tackle.
another tackle.
He gets pummeled out of bounds. But
Guys, what are we seeing
I
here?
don't know. This is-
Amazing.
These are some amazing athletes.
Yeah. 14 yards and another first down for Florida.
You know, guys, on that play, though, it looked, I mean, I don't know, it looked almost like Jet. But did you think it was a pass? Because he was dropping backwards on that run. It ended up working out fantastically, but could have been a mistake.
Just 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Johnson in motion. Now it's a handoff to ETN.
Ooh.
And he goes nowhere. Loses 2 yards. Florida's backed up. 2nd and 12 now. You know, they probably want to score, but at the same time, they don't want to give the ball back to Clemson. Even if they do score, and then they go up 2 scores again. So there should be some clock management going on here. Anyway, 2nd and 12. Florida out of the triple option look now. Richard back to pass at the screen. Fires right side, and it's almost intercepted. Great play by Trotter. Swatted it away. 3rd and 12 now for Florida.
Yeah, big play call here for both teams. Clemson gets a stop here. Obviously, that pretty much helps them win the half at least.
Yeah.
And if Florida can score here, like we talked about, that middle 6 in our league, the middle 8 normally, but is so important. If he gets the ball back in the second half, if he scores here, this is a whole different ball game.
3rd and 12. Richardson back under center. Back to pass and sacks right away. Loses 7 yards, and Clemson calls a timeout. They want some time to score again, and Florida's going to have to kick a field goal. Or will they go for it on a fake? I think they tried 2 fake punts and haven't done it. Will they do it this time? It is a fake.
They are.
They fake it. Fires
He's
it.
got it.
He's got a. Oh, he's short.
Oh,
He's short. Oh my goodness. He had 17 yards, but 2 yards short. And Clemson gets a stop and takes over, I think, at the 5-yard line. But man, what a call from Florida.
Never ceases to amaze me how close those always are.
Yeah, I know. First and
Or
10.
successful.
I know. That was, almost worked. Shipley gets the handoff. Backed up no more. 10 yards to the 15. And, well, this connection's getting worse and worse by the second. Second on inches, though, for Clemson. Give me another handoff to Shipley. And Shipley gets through the first line and almost breaks free again. Another first down for Clemson, and they're driving already up to the 25-yard line, I believe. Over a minute and 2 timeouts, plenty of time, and an accident and a player lock for Florida. I don't think he realizes it until now, and that probably cost him that play. Nagata makes a spin move, and he might be gone too. He's at the 25. He is. Takes it to the house, and Clemson goes up 3 scores before the half.
Yeah, that player lock thing bit him hard on that one.
Yeah.
He couldn't switch to anybody else to make any play, and that was the ball game around that play.
28-7, 52 seconds. Now, Florida still got time to go score again. It is crucial, actually, for them to go score. Get something on the board. Cut it back to, a touchdown's probably all you have to, actually. Field goal really doesn't do anything to you. Still makes it 3 scores. Florida needs a touchdown to go into halftime. Herschel gets blasted at the 15, and Florida has 85 yards to go in 50 seconds if they want to score a touchdown to close out the half. Richardson back under center. Not a triple option look, but he's under center. Is going to roll out right side. Might try to take it. No, those are just shorter. Shorter gets it up to the 27. And Florida gets a first down. Stops the clock when they move the chains. 46 seconds left to go for Florida.
Talking about those highlights and stuff, that's definitely something that's in the works. But, going along with that, this year, something new to this season is that we're actually going to have individual awards, coach awards, things like that nature. So having these highlight films and stuff to kind of document the season would be really helpful.
Richardson rolls out right side. Had him in behind the defense. Now he has another one, but he doesn't see him. Maybe didn't want to risk the pass. 13 yards for Richardson on the run. And they're already past midfield. I think at the 40s, around the 40-yard line of Clemson. 33 seconds left. Plenty of time for Florida to get in the end zone. They're actually at just inside the 37-yard line. Richardson under center once again, making some audibles. It's going to be a pass. Going to roll out left side, and he might take off and run with it again. Gage covers his man across the middle, and that pass was nowhere close. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Florida.
Yeah, he probably could have at least got the first down if he just would have ran it there, but he was looking for that open receiver. Just couldn't get his body turned around to throw that ball.
28 seconds. Richardson not under center this time, but he's making some adjustments. Down to 8 seconds on the play clock. 5 seconds now. It's going to be a play action pass. Looking down the field and a sack. 3rd and 19 for Florida now. A timeout. Trying to save some clock, but at the same time, calling that timeout could also save some time for Clemson.
Yeah. Yeah, if he doesn't pick up this first down with 19 yards here, it definitely puts him in a tough spot because now you have Clemson with a little bit of time left to maybe score again. Richardson
back to pass, rolls out left side, looking over the middle. He has a man, he's open, but it's a bad pass. I don't know how to say that name, but Clemson guy intercepts the ball and is running back. He's at the 40 and push out of bounds at the Florida 37, and Clemson is now set up to get some more points before the half.
That's right. Yeah, they're only about 10 yards away from field goal range, if that. So, yeah, they definitely are going to be coming away with points here at least, and unless they turn the ball over or do something crazy.
Yeah. 11 seconds, 2 timeouts. Clemson back to pass. A couple of over the middle routes. Nagata catches it and gets up to the 27-yard line. 6 seconds left. Surprised he's not calling a timeout. He's going for a touchdown, actually. He doesn't want a field goal. This will probably be the last play of the second quarter. Fires in the middle to Allen. Allen breaks a tackle. 1 second left, and he calls a timeout. He will get a field goal attempt to close out the half.
That broken tackle almost came back to bite him there.
Yeah, Clemson field goal is up, and it is good. 31-7 is our score at halftime. Another blowout. And today, it's not, you would think in 4 games today we're going to see at least one good game, but we can only hope.
Sometimes this is how it goes, though, too. Momentum, like you said, I think in the previous game is a big part of this game, and sometimes when the one team is making some of the plays, it just kind of builds and builds and builds. So, all Florida needs to do here really is settle down, continue doing what they do, and just try and chip away and just don't get too crazy and try and throw everything all at once, throw interceptions and stuff that way. So I would just say run the football, get back into the game, into the the swing of things a little bit, get the ball at half here and see what you can do.
All right, they made some more changes to hopefully help the lag with Florida. I'm not going to promise the stream quality is going to be good. Solid chance it's going to be really bad, but at this point they got to get the game over with. So I think Florida gets the ball to start the second half, looking to get something going offensively. Obviously had that big touchdown play, but that's about it in Florida. Richard Anderson or the triple option look. ETN in motion, the play action pass. Richard rolling out, fires ETN, and ETN tries to hurdle a man, only gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Florida.
He's just trying to make something happen at this point.
Yeah. Because of their hurry up, because at this point, what do they have to lose? Lingard in motion this time. It is an actual triple option. Gets the pitch. Lingard might have some blocks, and he does. Oh, he breaks a tackle. He's up to the 40-yard line. Makes the man miss, and he's gone. Touchdown, Florida. A quick strike to start the second half. And just what Florida needed. Now they are down 17, pending the extra points. The coach suggesting says to go for it, and it looks like they will. They want to cut it to 16, which would make it a 2-score game.
Right.
This is actually the correct call in my opinion. Either stays 3 scores or looking to cut it to 2 right here. Richard under center. Changes out of the play. They had 9 seconds on the play clock. He's not going to get the play off if he keeps changing plays. 2-1 in motion, almost a delay game. Fires a out route. What a play call. And just like that, a 16-point game, 2-score game, Florida cuts into Clemson's lead.
Florida really needs a stop here. If they can get a stop here, possibly a quick score. I mean, like you said, they're right back in this thing, so they really need some good defense here.
He takes it out deep in the end zone, has some blocks, but they quickly fade. Only gets to around the 25-yard line. And Clemson has their first possession of the second half, 40 seconds into the half, looking to extend the lead back to 3 scores. Offensively, didn't really have a problem in the first half. Through interceptions, I think that's about it, stops-wise. Klubnik has 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shipley gets the handoff and has a huge hole, breaks the tackle, gets to the 12. 12 yards on the play, gets to the 37.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Gage does anything too spectacularly risky. I would assume that he's going to run the football, take his time in the huddle. When he does pass, it'll be conservative. He just wants to make sure he doesn't turn the ball over and keeps the ball away from the offense on the other side.
Shipley, another huge run, 14 yards this time, and 2 first downs on 2 plays for Clemson.
Love the play call so far on the offensive side for Clemson this half. Lots of close runs, inside, outside. He's mixing it up, keeping Florida guessing.
Coming back to pass this time, has a man open. A great pass by Klubnik, 29 yards this time. Collins gets Clemson in the red zone.
Gage has to be happy with his offensive play calling this drive.
Yeah, ball at the 20-yard line. Williams in motion. A triple option look out of Clemson. Pace gets the pitch and only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe loses a half a yard, but 2nd and 10 now for Clemson.
Yeah, Florida really was all over that play. It could have been a big one, too. A shovel option there, so he had the option to throw it either forwards or back to his halfback there like he did.
2nd and 10 for Clemson. 2 receivers to each side, I believe. It's going to be a screen pass over the middle. Oh, my goodness. What a play by the defensive lineman. 3rd and 10 now for Clemson. Maybe if he put his hands up, he could have had a pick, hit him right in the face. 3rd and 10 now for Clemson. Man, really appreciate it. Yeah. It was a lot of work getting those done, but I do think it adds something having custom logos and conferences and everything in our league anyway. 5-wide look for Clemson. On 3rd and 10, Klubnik back to pass fires. A wide open Spector gets to the 1-yard line, and Clemson is in great shape to get another score here. Sliders, we have, be honest, I don't even know what changes we made. We have them in the Discord we're in, but...
I think we just, as far as, I think the clipping was dropped down to 25, but I think that was part of last year anyway.
Yeah. I don't know what changes we've made from the base ones, to be honest with you. It's a lot. Anyway, 2nd and goal. Clemson loses a couple yards on the last play. Klubnik looks to pass, was going to take off, and will get in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Clemson takes the lead back to 3 scores here, midway through the 3rd.
Yeah, and that wasn't the drive that Florida was looking for there. They really wanted to get a stop and get their team back into it, but it's just going to continue to be an uphill climb at this point.
Yep. Clemson will kick it away to Lingard. No, you're good. I mean, we got to find some things to talk about in games like this. Anyway, 19 yards, gets to just short of the 20, I believe. And Florida will look to cut the lead back to 2 scores. Obviously had a busted play last time, a long touchdown, but it is 1st and 10. Florida has to score here and score quickly. They have any chance to screen pass to Lingard. Lingard has some blocks, but did not take the correct angle and only gets a yard on the play. Play action pass for Richardson, and he has green grass. He might just take off.
My goodness, did he have a man wide open?
Oh my goodness. Lingard was behind the defense, but it's a dropped pass. 3rd and 9 for Florida. Custom score bug. It's actually the CBS score bug. It's a mod that someone made in the CFBR Discord, but I just obviously changed everything that was said CBS and made it say RFL instead. Yeah, it's the base CBS one. Now Jones picks it off, and that will probably be a pick 6, and that might be the dagger. Another interception for Clemson, and 45-15 now.
Yeah, Clemson's starting to pop the champagne over on the sides, if that's what they do on a season opener game. But they're definitely able to start celebrating at this point, I believe.
30-point game now. Purcell will let the kickoff hit the end zone, and it is a touchback. 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. And now we got to find some other things to talk about. Another blowout. 2 more games after this, hopefully. know one of at least. I believe Hooter and Trigger are playing, but I don't know.
Is that the nightcap?
Yeah, it's 9:30 Central.
Got it.
I believe. Did he throw that away? No, he got hit out of bounds. Just not for any loss. It is 2nd and 10 now for Florida. Lingard in motion play action for Florida. Rolls out, tries to break away, and loses a yard. He's sacked. Would have had a lot of green grass if he got through that, but loses 1 yard, and it is 3rd and 11 now. I think we also have games tomorrow. I know Gage plays again. Oh my goodness, that was almost picked off too. Simpson.
Auburn picks that off.
Simpson with a great read on the ball, 4th and 11, and I think Florida's going to punt it away. Maybe he's going to go for it. Looks like he's going to try to go for it. Anyway, I know my opponent gets back in town, so I don't know. We'll see when he wants to play. Pushing back to pass, and he is sacked for 9 yards.
Definitely.
Clemson will get the ball back in the red zone this time.
Yeah, that's not the drive that Jet wanted to have there, and he's going to go back to the drawing board, and he'll be just fine, but this is going to be a game that he wishes he could do over again.
Yeah. We play 2 games a week.
This is season 6.
Yeah, this is season 6. 2 games a week for 4 weeks. Then we have a conference championship week, and then we have playoffs. Then about a week in between, and then we start over. Back to pass, fires left side. It is dropped by Williams. Great play on the ball by Florida, and it is 2nd and goal.
Is Man Ray in the Discord yet?
No. He actually, I guess, has his own league or something.
Oh, okay.
He's just curious. DJ Ugonalele is back in at quarterback for Clemson. Going to be a triple option for Clemson. He breaks tackle and finds his way, only gets to about the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal now for Clemson. Oh, I thought we just froze. Just a little lag spike for me. I'm connecting to someone's computer, but 3rd and goal now for Clemson. It's probably going to be handed out to Shipley. It is. No, it's a keeper by Klubnik. He walks in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And, not really sure what else to discuss about this game. It's got really ugly. 2 games today that I didn't see would be blowouts, but they are. Florida will get the ball back, just trying to do something. It only gets to the 14-yard line. Okay, haven't heard of Internet Network. Interesting. And I think Jess is trying to get this game over with. Now, technically, you're not supposed to, but at this point, I think he's just trying to get this game over with and move on to his next opponent. I'm not sure who he plays next. It might be Texas, to be honest with you, as a conference matchup. Lingard gets the handoff, only 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Florida. I don't know how quickly after this game. I'm assuming it's going to be rather quick. North Carolina will kick off their season against Ole Miss. Our first 2-time defending champ. Obviously, we got another one with MT winning it this past season. I don't know who Florida plays next game then. Anyway, North Carolina got bounced in the quarterfinals last year, the playoffs, and then we'll take on a new player in the league, and will howl on Ole Miss. I think that's in Chapel Hill. Don't quote me on that, but that will be after this. So.
Yep, I should probably jump on that plane here pretty soon. It's not close.
Probably leave right now. There's nothing.
It's a day game. I'm going back in time anyways.
If Florida come back and win this game, then I mean, fires up the middle and Shorter drops the ball, 4th and 11.
Technically, since this is nighttime, I've already played since my game was at 12:30 anyways. So
That's
it's
true.
fine.
That's true. Florida will punt the ball away, and the field is dying on my screen. It is over. It just stopped loading. Okay, it's kind of back. It's very grainy. Chipley, our return run muffs the punts. Oh. And, wow. It could have been a huge play for Florida, down 47 by 37. But Clemson gets the ball back, and I guess we'll just run off the clock a little bit.
Yeah, it was a good showing by Gage. I mean, nonetheless, we see struggles by Florida and Coach Jett, but obviously Gage is locked in. He's playing lights out right now, and it's another Eastern American Conference opponent that is showing strength early on in this season.
Chipley handoff left side, gets 4 yards. 2nd and 6 for Clemson. I don't think they're done scoring, but there goes conservative clock, and I think the coaches are just ready to get this game over with and move on to their game 2 of week 1. Clemson plays Syracuse tomorrow night. I actually don't know who Florida plays. Yeah, I have no idea. Williams on the comeback route, breaks a couple tackles.
Wow.
Breaks 5, 6, 7 tackles for a 21
Gage
yard
is just
gain.
trying to make this next highlight video all him.
Yeah.
I actually haven't heard from Howell today yet, so
That's not good.
just to throw that out there.
Well, Shipley gets the handoff, takes it right side, had a hole up the middle, chose not to go there. 2nd and 8 for Clemson. Looks like the handoff. Fumble by Clemson, and Florida gets the ball back. Something's going now, goes right for Florida. And the computer is not going
We
right
think.
right now.
Yeah.
And lagging. So, but okay. At least it's not like a close game. That would be troublesome if we were lagging.
Yeah. Well, and we can take this and look at it and figure out maybe what our settings are, or maybe what our situation is. We'll try and make it better next time, guys.
I don't know. Maybe Gage can restart his PC.
Yeah. Again, I don't know like what the setup is. Like, are you streaming?
I'm connected to him, and I'm streaming off his Parsec. So.
Okay.
Whatever I'm seeing, everyone else is seeing. So.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they got that play off.
I love those reverse options like that. I wish he would run that more.
Only gets I thought that was the hurt animation there for a second. I was like, that's not supposed to happen. Anyway, 3rd and 8 for Florida. Just trying to find something offensively to improve for next game out. Richardson breaks a tackle. Gonna fire downfield. Now someone open but throws it short, but there's a flag. The flag is pass interference on the offense. Offensive pass interference. The penalty is declined.
Was that a screen pass?
I don't know. It didn't look like a screen pass, but nonetheless.
I actually was looking at a text. I didn't see the play.
Didn't see anything out of the ordinary. 4th and 8, and looks like Florida is going to punt it away. Clemson's got no one back, I think. I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, there is someone back there. I think it's Shipley. And I guess I pass up the 10-yard line. I'm not sure what's going on. I really hope that I play my next opponent. My playoff gauges doesn't do this, but we'll see. Clemson probably just ice the game right here, a couple of runs, and that will be it. Dominating win in their first game of season 6. I think he still feels that he should have made the playoffs at season 5. Was the probably one of the first winning record teams to not make it. 2 3-win teams made it, and a 4-4 team. So I'm sure he's going to try to make a statement for this season, get back into this league, maybe make a deep run, but clock is winding down. Clement back to pass, couple of short routes. He might just take off and run. No, he's going to fire down the field to Williams. And Williams might be gone. He's up to 40, 35, and he's up to the 32-yard line, where it is a first down for Clemson.
Well, it was a good start to the season for Clemson. This is definitely what he wanted to do.
Yeah, Shipley.
Coming into the swamp.
Yeah, I mean, a dominating win. I really did not see it going like this, to be really honest with you. I thought it would be more of a shootout game, but I didn't see just a blowout to this level.
No, me either. And especially since, Coach Gage mentioned to me that this would be the first time he had used this playbook.
Mm-hmm.
So just, that in itself can be a little bit of a task just because you're kind of trying to navigate and figure it out. But if this is the first time he's ever used it, that's pretty impressive.
Shipley, or
an
interception by Helm. Florida gets a pick back and breaks a tackle, stumbles up to the 26. Clemson getting greedy, trying to run up the score. 20 seconds left, and I think Florida will just run the clock out. And this will be it. I'm going to end the stream. Gage will pick it up, and he and I will be calling the next game, North Carolina versus Ole Miss. Hopefully, that game's still being played. But I do think this will be the final play. It's a play-action pass. Christian fires over the middle, and it is caught by Henderson. He will take it to the house. Florida getting some points on the board, trying to make it look a little closer. It's going to be 52-21 as right now. We'll see if Florida will go for two. They are going for two. It's going to be a play action, and Christian rolls out, right side fires to the end zone. No one's there, and it'll be a 31-point game, probably, to end this game. Florida's going for the onside kick. And it is it's recovered by Florida. I don't know what's going. Florida's trying to score 31 points in 11 seconds. I don't think that's possible. I'm going to be really honest, but they're trying. 11 seconds left to go in this game. Richardson, another play action pass. Clemson brought the blitz a little bit. Rolls out right side. Is going to fire down the field, and this one's intercepted. And I think that's going to do it. Well,
regardless of the score, buddy, it was a pleasure doing this once again in the booth with you. I got a game to get ready for, of course. So
yes,
thanks for watching, everybody.
Yep, that is it. Final score: Clemson 52, Florida 21. Gonna end the stream. Gage will pick it back up for the next game whenever that is set. We will see you then.